SUV has officially taken over as one of the most popular type of car in America. A few years ago, the top sellers were things like the Honda Civic or the Toyota Camry. Now the top of the sales charts is packed with family SUVs, and it's easy to see why, because these things give you the space and practicality of an old school station wagon, but sitting up higher and looking a lot more interesting. But just because something's popular doesn't mean it's actually good. And with so many models to pick from, it's easy to lose track of which ones actually deserve a spot on your list and which ones you should just walk right past. So here's what we mean by a family SUV: something with real room for 5 or more people, a starting price under $50,000, and it actually has to look and sit like an SUV, not just a taller hatchback wearing a body kit. Let's get into the newest ones worth your money right now. Number 10 is the Hyundai Venue. Think of the Venue as your entry point into this whole list, because at just over 20 grand, it undercuts everything else here by a wide margin. 5 seats total, and leg room in the back is on the small side. Fine for kids, tight for a full-grown adult on a long trip. The trunk's only good for about 19 cubic feet with the seats up, a stroller and some groceries. That's about it, growing to around 32 cubic feet if you fold the back seats flat. But if it's just you and one kid, this thing genuinely does the job for a fraction of the price. Number 9 is the Honda CR-V. This is the car that's basically been the sensible choice in this class for 2 decades running, and the hybrid version might be the best one Honda's ever made. Seats 5, with big legroom in the back row. Genuinely one of the roomier back seats in this class. The trunk holds 36 cubic feet with everyone's seats up, and fold them down and you're looking at almost 72, which actually beats the RAV4 despite Toyota's car outselling it by a mile. Number 8 is the GMC Acadia. Here's one that hardly ever comes up in these lists, and it deserves way more love than it gets. Seats up to 8 on the base trim, 7 if you go for the captain's chairs instead of the bench, and legroom in that second row is genuinely large, 41.4 inches, which beats a lot of 3-row rivals. With every seat in use, you've still got 23 cubic feet behind the third row for the weekly shop. Fold the third row down, and that jumps to 57.3 cubic feet. And fold both rear rows flat, and you're looking at 97.5 cubic feet total, more than either the Telluride or the Palisade further down this list. It's built on the same underpinnings as the Chevy Traverse and the Buick Enclave, and it just gets lost sitting next to them on the lot. GM simply spends its ad money on those two instead, which is honestly the only real reason people overlook this one. Number 7 is the Subaru Ascent. Same story as the Acadia, really. Not a worse car, just a quieter one. Seats up to 8, medium legroom across the back rows, enough for real adults, but not the most generous stretch on this list. This is Subaru's big 3-row, going up against Toyota and Honda models that hoover up all the attention, but people who've cross-shopped both say it actually gives you more for your money than the Highlander. With all 3 rows in use, you get around 18 cubic feet behind the last row and fold everything down, and you've got around 75 cubic feet to work with. Number 6 is the Kia Sportage. Starting under $29,000, the Sportage undercuts almost everything else its size. Seats 5, and the legroom in the back is genuinely large, more than plenty of pricier SUVs manage. The trunk holds nearly 40 cubic feet with the seats up, more than the RAV4 manages, and only just shy of the CR-V. Fold the seats and that climbs past 70. For the price, that's hard to beat. Number 5 is the Subaru Forester. Seats 5, with medium legroom in the back. Comfortable for 2 adults, a squeeze for 3. The trunk's around 30 cubic feet with the seats up, growing to about 74 cubic feet folded flat. Nothing spectacular, but the thing that sets this apart is what you get without paying extra for it. All-wheel drive comes standard on every single trim. Compare that to the CR-V, the Sportage, or the CX-5, where the base version is front-wheel drive and you pay more just to add all-wheel drive on top. Number 4 is the Mazda CX-5. Mazda just doesn't get the credit it deserves for this one. Seats 5, medium legroom in the back seat, and the trunk's a respectable 34 cubic feet with the seats up. opening up to around 65 folded flat, sitting neatly between the Forester and the Sportage, either way you measure it. The numbers aren't really the point here though. This is simply the nicest thing on the list to actually drive, and the cabin looks a lot pricier than the number on the window sticker. Number 3 is the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. This has been America's best-selling SUV for years running. Hybrid only now for 2026. Seats 5 with medium legroom in the back. Comfortable, but not the roomiest in this class. Worth knowing, the trunk only holds about 38 cubic feet with the seats up, growing to 70 cubic feet folded, which is smaller than what you get in both the CR-V and the Sportage. So if cargo room is what matters most to you, this isn't actually the biggest car on this list. It just sells the most because everyone trusts it not to break down. Number 2 is the Kia Telluride. The Telluride's picked up nearly every award going in this class, and it earns them. Seats up to 8 and legroom in the second row is large, genuinely comfortable for adults, not just kids, even on a long drive. Load up all 3 rows with people, and you've still got about 22 cubic feet left over behind them for the weekly shop, and fold the back 2 rows down, and that climbs to just shy of 90, edging out its Hyundai cousin right below it. Number 1 is the Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Topping our list is the Palisade, now available as a hybrid for the first time, which gets you fuel economy, nothing else, with 3 rows on this list can touch. Seats up to 8, and the second row legroom is the largest on this entire list, genuinely stretch out comfortable. With every seat full, you've got about 19 cubic feet left in the back, growing to nearly 87 with the rear rows folded. Just a touch behind the Telluride on raw trunk space, but it makes up for that with the mileage. So that's it for our top 10. What do you think? Did we miss a car that should have made this list? Maybe you already own one of these family SUVs. Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video and want more buying guides and reviews like this one, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.